job. You definitely accomplished your objectives. You had said that you wanted to educate and bring knowledge and learning about health and wellness. And you definitely accomplished that. And I think you could tell in your quiz, some people said yes, some people said no to different questions. And so it was definitely very educational. And my dad is diabetic, and I thought, I'm going to get this answer right. And I was wrong. So I definitely think you accomplished that objective. Your knowledge is very apparent about the topic. And so it looked like maybe in the beginning you were using a PowerPoint or some notes to go off of, and you were on mute, and so it was a little jumpy, I guess, in the beginning. And so I don't know quite how to correct that, except maybe not. I'm not sure if you were using notes or what it was, but you definitely have the knowledge. Once you got into your speech, you could tell that you were very comfortable. And so I would just, I'm starting with the challenge instead of the positive things, but I would challenge you to be confident from the very beginning. And I think it would have, you would have been smooth all the way through, but it was just for those few seconds in the beginning, which I think a lot of us can have because of nerves or whatever it might be as you start to speak. I really liked your background. I think everything is subjective to different people are going to see different things or feel different ways. And so it might have been seen as distracting, but I really liked the background. And I could tell that I believe you were standing up. And so I just thought of you on like a TED Talk stage. I could see this background behind you and just pictured you doing this TED Talk. So I really liked that. Also, your hand gestures, although kind of like mine, you can't see them very well, but you definitely had them. And so I think that was a good thing. Also, your facial expressions. At one point you were talking about maybe there was a conflict of interest, and you could kind of tell your position on that just because of your facial expression. So I thought that was great. I also loved the content, like I mentioned earlier, but the one piece of content that I really loved is when you talked about a cow as the middleman. I just think that's a great analogy. So I think I already talked about what to work on, just being confident in the very beginning, being cognizant of your background, which I think you were. Like I said, I loved it, but just in the future, being aware of whether or not it might be distracting. And then I think my challenge for you is I loved the content, and I know we're in a time constraint, but I wanted to hear more about what you had said from in your first speech, just about coming to the country and maybe a little more personal stories to you. But other than that, it was a great speech. I really enjoyed it and loved the content. So thank you.